grind no more. Somebody tell my ass I smiling, smiling. Somebody tell my ass I okay, okay. Somebody tell my ass I say I don't call me back. Somebody tell my ass I cool.
All right, man. Just doing a little quick emergency show.
Somebody tell my ass I smiling, smiling. Somebody
Going ahead and sharing the link right now.
Somebody tell my ass I say I don't call me back. I get the strength, I get the energy. I know my friends, I know my enemies. Nobody fuck you with my energy. You can't kill my vibe.
Know your friends and know your enemies, my people.
Never thought I could live without you. But I was lying to myself. They say you can't know the importance of the well until it runs dry.
Can't know the importance of the well until it run dry. That's all facts. My name is Duke Estrada J-Check.
Somebody tell my ass I cool. Somebody tell my ass I found. Somebody tell my ass I not going grind no more. Somebody tell my ass I smiling, smiling. Somebody tell my ass I okay, okay. Somebody tell my ass I say I don't call me back. Somebody tell my ass I cool. Somebody tell my ass I found. Somebody tell my ass I not going
Let's go ahead and share the link. I'm doing so.
Somebody tell my ass I smiling.
That's much better one on my computer, and that way I'm able to
Somebody
have more flexibility.
And love is an emotion. It is not a game, but you
Let
want
me
to.
start this song again. There's so much message, man.
You used to treat me jalamu. You thought I couldn't live without you. Hell, you are dealing with juju. It used to make it I can go a day without you. Used to take me for fool when you call it right, you get your boyfriend all the soup. But when I thought, then you tell me and I got no trust. Oh, banana. Somebody tell my ass I cool. Somebody tell my ass I found. Somebody tell my ass I not going grind no more. Somebody tell my ass I smiling, smiling. Somebody tell my ass I okay, okay. Somebody tell my ass I say I don't call me back. Somebody tell my ass
Yes, sir. Somebody tell
I no more.
This is the boy Duke Estrada J-Check. As always, man, I just try to do what I can do
Somebody tell my
to
ass
make things happen. There's no force here.
I got the energy. I know my friends, I know my
What's
enemies.
there to complain about?
With my energy. I say you can't kill my vibe. Never thought I could be without you. Never thought I could ever touch you. But I was lying to myself. They say you can't love me, but I'm on the way until it runs.
Now, you know the importance of the well until it runs dry. That speaks to hypocrisy. And that speaks to a lot of different stuff. But let me tell you, man, sometimes, man, you gotta stand alone and you have to stand alone. It is necessary at times.
Somebody
Like the how it is. It's not hard to understand.
Somebody tell my ass I smiling, smiling. Somebody tell my ass
But sometimes you gotta be courageous in our efforts to stand. How you looking, my people?
my ass I cool.
I want to not lie behind it so fast. Let's go ahead and share the link.
Somebody tell my ass I smiling, smiling. Somebody tell my ass I
I'm smiling and everything. Yeah, I'm here to do a quick podcast, a quick live. Probably an hour or less. Just talking a little bit. Nothing. We here. That's what we're doing. We're just here, man. Talking, just making sure that we're doing all we can to bring some level of sanity and sanctity to the conversation here. So my name is Kawi DJ. My name is Duke Estrada JJ, man. It is what it is, man. You're talking. Yo, good afternoon, my people. Good evening, if you're somewhere else. We're just here to have a little conversation, just a little bit of clarity there's nothing wrong, nothing, absolutely, there's nothing, negative here. We're just trying to have a conversation, okay? So it is what it is. Anyways, I was going here and just sharing my link a little bit, making sure that we're there. Let me go ahead and then I'll be back on here.
You used to do me jala. You thought I couldn't live without you. And like you are dealing with you. You used to make it I can go a day without you. You used to take me for a fool when you call it right, you call it my friend all the soup. But when I thought, you tell me I don't get no trust. Oh, banana. Somebody tell my ass a cool. Somebody tell my ass a pan. Somebody tell my ass a nah going to. Somebody tell my ass a smiley. Somebody tell my ass a okay. Somebody tell my ass a say I don't call me back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's connect. We're 2 hours away from the close. I hop on real quick to talk.
Not going cry no more. Somebody tell my
That's
ass.
what I was trying to do.
Somebody tell my ass a.
Let me move this
Somebody.
thing along a little bit.
I got it, my gal energy. I know my friends, I know my enemies. Nobody fuck you with my energy. I say you can't kill my vibe. Say I never thought I could be without you. Never thought I could live without you.
Let me go ahead and just say welcome to everybody else. Thanks for following. I appreciate all of you. I got on the Me and On Apologetic page. There's not much there, but on my personal profile, I got a lot of people flying. I know you're here for the G's, man, but listen, trust me. Oh, man. Somebody tell my ass I'm kids. Somebody tell my ex. Check. But that song. That's Kenny Boy Ponto. Listen, I love Ponto music, man. Ponto is it's pretty much an interesting guy, man. No lie. I actually like his vibe. I love the creativity. I really do. I really love the creativity, man. So I will probably do this for about 30 minutes because I don't want to waste all my energy. I'll give you all, the chance to be able to please go ahead and share the link. Let me speak a little bit about something that actually happened earlier this morning. And I think I need to hop back on to just, clarify a few things a little bit. And just make sure and just make sure people are just following and listening as well. Yeah, man.
You thought I couldn't live without you. They like you are. You used to make it I can go a day. You used to take me for a fool when you call it right. My friend all the soup. You tell me and I get no trust. Oh, banana. Somebody tell my ass a cool. Somebody tell my ass a pan. Somebody tell my ass a now going to.
Right. So let me go ahead and go into the thick of things. So, today, this morning, a lot of you, we were listening to me and Scribbly made, some comments about different things that I felt strongly about, or that I feel strongly about, right? So to just kick off, I felt like I needed to come back on and see a few things on my computer, just make sure that I was actually, touching base on this issue. For a long time, our society operated in a manner where certain people feel that they are the ones uh, that have this stronghold, right, when it comes to decision making. And far too often in our body politics in Liberia, a few cliques, a few individuals will try to run on an operation as if they are, we'll say, Bruce Almighty, right? The mighty ones. But at some point in time, we have to stand up for what is right. And I've been telling many of you for a long time
that when it comes to taking a stance on the issue, I fear, I fear nobody. In this political arena, I fear nobody. I fear no one. There's nothing that you can do to me. You can go to your worst element in Liberia, to the desk or your leading side. Don't even try it. Say you got a wrong person. I'm saying this shit. So if things that I do, you're so envious or you're so insecure to the point where you think that you want to go routes that you want to go, you're wasting your time. Hmm? Let me just leave it as it is. You're doing it to the wrong person because I just have too many people in my corner. I got too many people around me that are supportive, that are protective for me, and those people will go to the length of doing what they can to people who think that they're the only ones that can sit there to be destructive, to be dismissive, to be disrespectful. So, on that note, let me go ahead to this quick podcast before we jump on the closing argument today. That's it. I have a little bit of time. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that. Right? Yeah. Let me go ahead and say this. So, this morning, you all were following me when I had a conversation, and I had a conversation. I had a conversation about certain things that I believe weren't right. I had a conversation about certain things that pissed me off and still pissing me off. And I did tell you all that I will continue to speak to be able to touch on those issues. When I speak on the issues, I challenge those who are the high ups. And when I say high ups, the echelons of leadership to do what's right, to be able to take ownership about certain things. Now, one of the things I really hate about our society, far too often we try to label those who are victimized by a system that is, really terrible, for lack of better words. And then we tend to provide shelter to the ones who are the problematic ones. And my argument is we cannot continue to run a society wherein we are giving struggles, we're giving opportunities, we are putting people who have been victimizing others in this protected box. All of us have a fiduciary responsibility to continue to stand up for what is right, to create a culture that understands that people cannot be dismissive, disrespectful, disobey the rules, and be allowed to actually operate in that space. If you want to blame me for my stance, it is up to you. As I said, I owe no one an apology. What I do it I do it, in my own free will, my own convictions, the hurt, the pain, the disrespect, and all of the things that we encounter along the way. Sometimes we take those things to a certain extent, and it reaches a point wherein we need to be vocal. Look, some of us are lone voices of hope for people who are not political. Regardless of what you think, there are people who look up to us. The people who are inspired by the way in which we speak and the way in which we stand on the issues. So we have a responsibility to make sure that when societal flaws, when all of those things in society that continues to hamper our growth are taking shape before our own eyes and are sometimes in some instances impacting us, then it is our responsibility to make sure that we are standing up for the truth and we're not letting it go because we think that we need to be protective of certain individuals or certain structure. That's not the right way to operate. I don't think that this is how we should be engaging. I don't think that this is how all of us should be doing. I think we need to continue to speak about the truth, even if it means other people are impacted. The idea here is that we've stood up for something. I continue to make this argument. What drives me is not politics. What drives me is the truthfulness in my heart. My obsession with always standing up for the truth, speaking for people who do not have the voice, making sure that my beliefs are something that helps bring some level of productivity to society. If this is the only gain that I take along the way, I'm happy because it is the most fulfilling one, and I have no regrets in ensuring that that particular objective continues to be my mantra of authority and the thing that drives me the most. So I said what I said this morning, and I continue to stand on those grounds of truth. I continue to highlight the problems in internal structure and to send a message to those who are within authority, who have the ability to be able to solve some of these issues. You are happy to deal with. I don't care what you try to do, how you try to brush things off. You are happy to contend with. My voice is strong enough, and I believe that I have the tools needed to be able to drive a message. When I start hitting, when I start driving this truth, you understand me? I'm telling you, it's gonna be it's gonna it's gonna be a problem. Let me just say this off the bat. You know, we shouldn't operate or create structures that's dismissive of people, that allows criminals and rebels to operate. That's not something I stand up for, and that's something that needs to be fixed. So, look, what do I gain from this? I'm flagging the issue. I want to flag the issue. I want people to understand that, look, regardless of what sides we stand on, regardless of what our political affiliations are, regardless of how strongly we feel about certain individuals, that we should not run into a situation wherein our lips are tight on a particular societal issue because we think we need to be protected of structures and individuals. I think that we have a greater responsibility to make sure that what? Um, make it, I think we have a greater responsibility to make sure that we are courageous enough to be able to speak on the issues that are impacting our society, and that's what people like me stand up for. And regardless of who feels offended, I don't care. My truth will always be my truth. I'm one of the most loyal persons that you ever come across, and I wear this whole thing about I do on my sleeve, even within the party that I support. My actions are in no way to be destructive. Absolutely not. I think if there's anything, my actions are intended to be able to pinpoint, to highlight a certain, pattern, a certain behavior that I think that all of us should be courageous in making sure that we're stopping it, before they actually ascend to national leadership. What drives me, and I said this, some of you, if you have been following before and you've been listening, I said that part of the reason why I, became really, 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 um, you know, um, what's a better word to use? But I became very tired and, done with the Unity Party is because I sensed that there were so many issues, going on in that structure. And I saw that political institution, in terms of governance, a lot of things that we face in government, those things happen because they happen in the structures of political parties, political institutions, and we don't do a great job, right, at tackling on those issues. And so what happens is we create a farming system that breeds individuals who ends up in national leadership, and those individuals become problematic, right, when it comes to national government. So you see a pattern of a certain behavior of a certain individual in a political party and institution, and you're not standing up to correcting, making sure you're correcting those behaviors, right? And then, fortunately, you're sent into a position of authority, and then those individuals now become part of national government and national leadership. And then we run into a situation where it's something that we were not able to deal or fix from the onset becomes a burden for the rest of the people. And then what happens is that you feed that behavior, and it in terms becomes this kind of weight, right? That you cannot take on at a national level because we've made the error of allowing those people to actually continue with those bad practices, the bad behaviors, because we felt that we wanted to be productive, protective of certain things. So this is the extent, and also in addition to that, To pinpoint the level of hypocrisy. There are people will lie for you, people will pretend, people will come as if they care about the things that you are speaking of, and they have concerns and all of these things. But the truth here is that what good are those words when you are not standing up to make sure that the things that need to be right are right? That's the sad part. How good is it? How comforting are your words if you're not doing what you need to do to make sure that you actually hold people accountable? And this is the extent. This is why I speak. This is why I continue to talk on the issues. And if people take it personal, it's up to them. I owe nobody an explanation. But I tell you what, you're not going to do is you're not going to run the risk of pushing me a little bit more to actually, say the things that I want to say. So my voice will not be silenced. My voice will not be silenced on the issues. I'm not going to sit down there and say I would pretend or I would try to just keep quiet when people are being disrespectful and they're creating cultures that are counterproductive. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to hold them accountable, and I'll make sure that all necessary actions that need to be taken will be taken. And if some people still remain adamant, some people still remain determined to continue as it is, then we have the tools and the resources to be disruptive, to do the things that we need to do. Trust me, we can put people out there. We can put people in the street. We can put people at events. We can put people at different places, strategic location, to make sure that they're being disruptive and dismissive. I can do that. I don't care. I can do that because if people think they're so powerful enough, then I want to say, oh, well, let's see how far the power extends. Maybe you think that you can flex your muscles. All of us can flex our muscles. And I hope it doesn't escalate to that, and people will do the right thing. Some of us will continue to hold people accountable because we think that, not only is it necessary to do that, but all of us, need to make sure that we're doing our best to hold this accountable. So, let me clear a few things here, right? Let me clear a few things out here today. So, this morning, my decision, I stand by it. My decision to discuss certain things, I stand by it. And things that I said, I stand by those things, and I still will continue to speak about those issues if certain things are not corrected. That's the first thing I want to clarify. In addition to this, I want to let people know that, you know, at no point should you ever refuse to stand up for what you believe in, right? If those beliefs are helpful to society, right? Because you think that you need to appease certain individuals or you have to be protective of certain individuals. Now, the best we can do for any structure or our society is to ensure that we are doing what is right to make sure that people understand that this is not business as usual, right? This is absolutely not business as usual, and that all of us collectively must stand up for those things that have all importance, so that we're holding, people who should be held accountable, and we're making sure that the rules are always are there to be able to protect all of us for those things that are not creating the type of structures that we need that needs to be created for us to be a productive country and an institution. So I will continue to speak on those issues, and if some of you think that, oh, they sit in your little group making little comments, absolutely, I can't. What do I get from your little comments? I don't gain nothing from it. I don't need you. Absolutely not. And I don't care about your opinions, especially if you've been silent about certain things and you think now you want to be so much of a damn hypocrite to think that other people are wrong. But you should have sat there and actually stood up for the truth. But you remain quiet. I don't operate, right? And I absolutely do not care about what you think my approach should be. I've always been a person who thinks, based upon this here my mind and not influenced by people who are cowards and not courageous in doing the right thing. I always want to try my best in doing the right thing. By doing the right thing, I want to stand up, right? So if you're used to disrespect, abuse, and all of the nonsense, and you can't stand up, well, I stand up for myself, right? So I do stand by what I say, and I will continue to speak about that particular issue, especially if I think people will continue to be adamant. So people can sit in the group and say, "Oh, what is it going to do?" Trust me, you have no idea what I'm capable of. And some of you would know me. It would be your best interest to really stay clear of me or stop daring me because I can be really, really disruptive if I want to. Trust me. You can't stop that. You can't stop me from doing what I'm capable of doing. If you think you want to be defiant, go ahead and put it to test. And then I will weaponize and you would know who's crazy enough. But what I'm not going to sit down here and do is allow people to actually define me and try to think that this is all about, maybe negative at the 11th hour and this. I would give a damn about you if you think it's about 11 hours. Do I care? Absolutely don't care. There's nothing that's at the 11th hour when it comes to following the damn rules, And if anybody thinks that way, you should be ashamed of yourself. It has nothing to do with at the 11th hour. At the 11, I would give a damn about what you think about the 11 hour. Do I look like I care? I don't care. I absolutely don't care. Your perception of what you think about the 11 hour is up to you. That's how you operate. I don't operate in that manner. I absolutely don't operate in that manner. To hell with you and your beliefs, right? There's a reason why I don't talk to certain people. I stay in my own lane. So if I've not spoken to you in a little bit, or I don't frequently have a conversation with you, I don't give a damn about your opinions. I absolutely do not. I don't. Who cares what you think? Not me. You know, I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna sit here and allow people to be foolish, to be stupid, to think that it can be disrespectful to other people, and we'll go ahead and play pretense with it. You'll see the clear disrespect. You understand me? All of the things you'll do. You know, you understand me? All of the disrespect and stuff, and you want to come and bring it to people. And some of you will sit with your little bunch of hypocrisy and stuff, and you see all the shit that are wrong, and think that you think that other people will just sit there and allow it. I see your hypocrisy. I'm talking to them because I see the hypocrisy in many of you. It's the fact. Too many of you live on a pretense. Y'all want to come and benefit from people and allow people to do things, but y'all will see things happening to other people and don't take a stance. Don't dare to talk about it. I want to politicize it. I'm the wrong person to mess with. I keep saying this. I'm the wrong guy to mess with. All right. So if it's in your own best interest, you find a resolution today. And I'll continue to give you time to find a resolution. And y'all know what resolution is. You understand me? So don't blame me. Don't sit there and be hypocrites. Don't say, "Oh, dude, this not the rest of it." I don't care. I really don't. I don't care about your opinions. Nobody here do anything for me. You understand me? The time, effort, the hard work that we pay back with disrespect. Absolute disrespect. Many of you today know about the CPP and the ANC because of some of us. Many of you are courageous enough to stand up and continue to take on all of the things that are happening because of some of us. Am I lying? No, I'm not lying. You understand me? The cowards who sit in the damn back and won't speak about shit impacting our people here will be the ones destroying. A lot of the fools who sit in the back who don't even know to stand up to speak up to defend anything or to actually sell the damn agenda, right? Are the ones that will be destructive in the back at the expense of other people. And y'all want to sit and actually go ahead and actually play this out of politics? Nobody's doing that shit to me. You gotta learn to respect people. Not do it for other people when it comes to them. You gotta respect people. And I would demand respect. This would be the last place that disrespect will cross. I would demand the respect. The disrespect will stop, and we would demand it. And trust me, you think you're joking with only me? There are people waiting in the back to start firing all over. And I'm talking about people with platforms too. Because y'all want to be gullible enough to think that people are stupid, to be disrespectful to other people. And y'all sit down here, those who put the left, the selves on the line to push the agenda here and stuff, and we give people level up to say the stuff. And y'all won't sit down with a bunch of rookies and stupid people who don't even know the damn difference between turning the damn computer on and actually writing the damn report to be disrespectful. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Respect. Respect for the system, respect for each other. Respect, it is important. You understand me? Respect, it is important. Learn to respect people. Learn to respect the rules. Don't bend it. Absolutely do not bend it. That's the fact. That's what we are. Don't bend the rules. You understand me? Don't bend the rules. You hear me? Don't bend the rules. You hear me? Y'all want to sit down there and play games and play politics with other people. Who knows some of y'all? Nobody. Who knows some of y'all? Sit your asses in the back and shit. Y'all can't move the needle on anything to get work done. Y'all can't even do that. Y'all want to be the ones in the back and stuff being disrespectful. Who the hell are you? Who are you? You don't do shit. You don't do anything. People see your worthless. You can talk. You can work. You can do shit. All you do is steal. And y'all want to be disrespectful and dismissive the people who are actually putting themselves there. Who the hell are you? Get the hell out of here. Who are you? Oh, please. Oh, please. Who are you? Who the hell some of you think you are? That's what I want to know. Who the hell do some of you think you are? Because we sit down here and try to be team players and stuff. Some of you not even fit to tie the shoestrings that we have on, the lace that we have on. And y'all idiots think y'all can sit down and be disruptive, dismissive, and disrespectful to people? How dare you? Nonsense not going to happen. I would demand respect. I would demand accountability. It will happen. Some of you, they have a lot of problem with me because I would demand this shit. Enough is enough. And I don't care about the opinions of anybody and what they think that I should do. And that's your damn business. Some of you are cowards. You're users. You like people to be disrespectful to you. So you tolerate these behaviors. My strength is this, the mic. That's my voice. My voice is my weapon. I will use it. I will absolutely use it. This has to stop. This has to stop. And some of you need to hold them accountable. You understand me? You cannot be this rude, disrespectful to people. And you think all is okay. And you come on and say, oh, is this valid? Who cares? Do I care? I absolutely don't care. And by care, I mean that no, I'm not going to bend my back over and get screwed by stupid people who are not doing even quarter of the shit that we do. What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? You hear me? What is wrong with you? It needs to stop. You know, this culture of disrespect and lawlessness and people who feel entitled, it needs to stop. Somebody needs to take a stand. And I don't care what your opinions are. I don't care about your little perfect speeches. I don't care about your pretense because I'm tired with pretense. Many of you will come with your pretentious behaviors and stuff and act as if that you care, you did that, the rest of it, but in the back, you continue to work with the same stupid people. And you say, oh, it's the last minute. Who give a damn if it's the last minute? There's no last minute, no expiration date on my stance, on my beliefs. Yes, I'm pissed off. And you think I've even gone to the depths of what I'm capable of? You got to be stupid to think that. I'm pissed. I'm damn pissed. And people need to know it. And they will continue to know it. Keep messing around with me and think you think this is a joke. You know what I'm capable of. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Absolutely zero idea of what I'm capable of. You want to play these foolish games and stuff. You want stupid prices. You play stupid games, you want stupid prices. I refuse, absolutely refuse for stupid people to be the determining factor in how we move things. It's not going to happen. You see why I see a bunch of stupid people running around making decisions I'm supposed to answer to you? Can't even turn your damn computer on and stuff when you're in charge or something. Who the hell are you? Some of you wouldn't even be able to have a seat to walk in the buildings that we've walked in to do what we do. Your incompetence smells and oozes all over. And you want to act as if you know shit. You know shit. Absolutely nothing. Who the hell are you? There's nobody, absolutely nobody that can outwork me. Absolutely nobody. The disrespect will stop, y'all. You know, far too often, people are disrespectful. People don't want to follow the rules. Things happen, they don't want to take action to politicize it. And the thing is about keeping quiet. I look like somebody told to keep quiet. No, I don't want anybody to keep quiet. Absolutely not. And so just so I can call the people, my people in the CPP, I will continue to do that. Because if we're messengers, we have to be truthful. That's where I stand. We got to be truthful. We can sit down there and be pretentious. I'm not the one to be pretentious. You got some idiot running around at the 11 hour. Do I care what you think about the 11 hour? Is my feelings scared about you thinking about the 11 hour? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Bunch of misfits running around and trying to play lawmakers and shit. You hear me? Misfits running around and trying to act like they have things under control. Who the hell are you? You hear me? So this is about standing up, y'all. And I wanted to make that clarity so some of you can understand, because some of you don't see the bigger picture. It's not about destroying. It's about showing young people, young adults, and all of you that we all need to be courageous in our actions. And I think people will respect you more if you're courageous enough to be able to stand up for what's the truth. If there's anything you learn from this, always be courageous. Don't remain silent on issues because you think it only protects or it shelters something you're working for. No, you have to be courageous. And in showing courage, you know that look, if we entrust this person at this time with leadership, there will be individuals who will stand to protect our interests. That is what I'm trying to show many of you. That there needs to be watchdogs in society. Even if we're part of structures, there needs to be people who are courageous enough to stand for the truth. And I don't give a damn if other people want to be silent, other people want to be something. I don't care. I don't need your friendship. I don't need anything from any of you. Absolutely not. I'm really done. I've completely isolated myself. Can you see? I don't need anything because a lot of you are cowards. A lot of you are pretentious. A lot of you really don't care. And so, what do I gain by wasting my time trying to listen or actually sit there with people? I don't. And it's a fact because some of you are taught that some of you really care. Some of you really were serious, but some of you aren't. Because you've been seeing people coming to me like, oh, this, and at the end of the day, you go sit down and go talk something. And the same people you talk to will come back to me. Don't you think people talk to me? People talk to me, a lot of people. And this is what really pissed me off to come back on is because of the few cowards who will sit and talk shit. You think I care? I don't care. I don't care. If this is getting to anybody or you're pissing somebody off, you know how to find me. You know how to get to me. If you want a solution, you want a resolution, you know how to get it. You know how to get it. Absolutely. You know how to get it. So that's the purpose. This is the logic in all of this. That we have to make sure, oh my gosh, we have to make sure that we're standing up for the truth. You know, and we'll never sit down and feel a certain way. It's up to you. It's up to you. What do I care about? Absolutely nothing. I have put my time, my effort, and resources into this damn process. And I'm sure some of you have. But I know the work that's actually put in. So I speak for my damn self. And some of you sat there when shit happened and did nothing and remained quiet about it. But today you want to blame other people like, oh, you know, I don't care what you think. I really don't care about your perception, your opinions. That's your damn business. I don't care because you had the opportunity to do the right thing. You had the opportunity to stand for what was right. You're cowards. And I don't waste my time on cowards, and I don't care what you think. I don't care. That's up to you. Y'all say what y'all want to say. But I know what loyalty is. I'm not the one that been running around with CDC people and stuff. Absolutely not. I don't do that shit. My loyalty is deep. And I got a lot of recordings on some of your ass or some of your people down there who sit down all damn day. I have it on my phone every day, on my computer every day. Some of them got people contact videotaping and going to people in CDC collecting money. I got all of them. I absolutely have it. Those are the people you should be worried about, not people like me. People like me come with this courage. We have the heart to do what's right. But sadly, some of you protect the people who are disruptive and dismissive to you. And that's the sad story in all of this. This is the sadness in all of this. This absolutely is the sadness in all of this. And the reason why I continue to speak and the reason why I continue to voice this. And some of you call me, dude, let's talk, let's get out the rest of it. Nah, it's not about just talking. It's not about just talking. It's not. Yes, I'm pissed. You haven't even seen half of the anger and the outrage. Yes. So some of you think that, oh, that's something you got it wrong. You got the wrong person you're dealing with. Yeah, trust me. You got it wrong. You got the wrong person you're dealing with. You got the wrong person you're dealing with. Because this will lead to physical strikes, protestation, cyber protestation, including disabling the accounts of certain individuals in the CPP. And I fight to the depths of everything, and I can do that. I'm skilled. I have the skill set to do that. Yes, I will do that if I can. Specific individuals. Yeah. So I will continue to make these comments. Yes, I'm pissed because you don't treat people in that manner. There's something about respect. There's something about the rules. And I don't give a damn about people who say, oh, but you don't voice. I don't care about you. That's you. That's not me. The loyalty that I've had, you don't have any of it. I know what's inside of me. I know the depths, the extent, the pills that I actually swallowed. So you have no idea. But what I'm saying is that I would not be a fool. And I would not allow people to be disrespectful or allow a system to be occupied by cowards and individuals who think that they can continue to be disruptive and dismissive or disrespectful. My voice is what I have, it's my weapon of choice. My ability to stand and speak on the issue. Listen, it is just not only about me. There are too many people who look up to us. There are too many people who look up to me. There are people who find strength when we speak on these issues, when we speak about things that are happening. And those people will understand that when we're hurt, this is not a good thing. And for those people, I would say that some of you will say, please, some of you reach out to me, some of you texted me, some of you have called me and say that it's not about you. This is not an intent to destroy, absolutely not, because I destroy all going to do. This is about highlighting something important that all of us can learn from. And what we can learn from is that we should be courageous enough to stand for the truth. We should be courageous enough to continue to stand for our country. We should not allow ourselves to be blinded by political affiliation and obsession with protecting individuals. And when things are wrong, we're not speaking about those things. Sometimes it can be bitter. Sometimes it can be tough to see. Sometimes it's like, oh, we don't deal with this. I get that part. But sometimes this moment is the right moment to be able to strike a chord. And if people are sensible enough, if people understand, if leadership is really about listening and solving issues, And those who have the gap of authority to make smart decisions will understand what the strategies are or the plan of action going forward. But continued disrespect or continuously ignoring the root cause of a particular issue shows that there are people who absolutely don't care. And so when people pretend as if they don't care about a specific issue, then it tends to bite every one of us in the back. And I'm a voice. And so I will use my voice to correct certain things. At the same token, I will also use my voice to be able to stand up for the truth. And that's the truth I'm speaking of. I don't care about your opinions. I don't care about your perception. I don't care about your hurt. I don't care how you see me. That is up to you. You don't want to speak to me. That your business. Leave me forever. I don't care about that. It doesn't take anything away from me. Absolutely not. If you didn't know anything to me and stuff, I don't care. Absolutely, that's up to you. But I'm an asset, though. Yeah, I'm an asset, and I'll continue to say that. So there's a difference between liability and an asset. I know my self worth. And because I know my value, my self worth, I will not allow anybody to disrespect me. And if you think that you will be disrespectful to me, you have to deal with it. I'm telling you, you don't want to be on the other side of what I'm capable of because it would not be a good thing for all of you. Saying this again, do not want to be on the other side of what I'm capable of because it will not be a good thing. Some of you can sit down and whisper, you can say all you want to say, that's up to you. That's your business. Treat yourself the way in which you want people to treat you. If you want to sit there and you want to be disrespectful to yourself, you want people to use you and insult and disrespect you and do this and attack you and say you let it go, that your business. That one has nothing to do with me. We're not cut from the same cloth. Me, I was born different. The way I do things are completely different. And if people cannot stand up, I will stand up for myself because I'm never that person that anybody can consider a pushover. You're dealing with the wrong person here, brother or sister. Absolutely not. You're dealing with the wrong person. And that person ain't me. I mean, I'm telling you, you know, I'm not the one to mess around with. Let me just say this here. So there's a little bit of strike. We'll come back on again. I wanted to hop on my computer to just say this. A little clarity. This is not intended to be disruptive or to actually destroy anything. Absolutely not. Anybody who thinks so, then you're missing the bigger picture. Bigger picture here is sit back and think for a second, my people. Look, you're different. That's the message. So if we must be truth tellers, the touch bearers of that hope and that optimism that we speak of. So when we see things happen, we need to take a stance. That's what it is. Some of us here are taking a stance on the issues. You understand me? Taking a stance on the issue. And I would do that for anybody else. Absolutely. I'm standing on the issue. I will continue to stand for the issue. I will continue to stand for what's right. Yeah. And I'm not going to stop doing that because people think I'm supposed to stop doing it. Or people think I need to appease them. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So if you feel offended, you think that, oh, don't do this, I don't care about you. Because why would I care about you anyways? Have I spoken to you? No, I've never talked to you, as we said. Have you cared about what I've been through? Yeah, absolutely not. Have I gotten a phone call from you? Absolutely not. So why would I care about your opinions? No, I don't care about your opinions. Absolutely not. You want to care about people's opinion who have respect for you because if you have respect for a team player, a team member, you would do what it is. Why? What is required to be able to respect that person. And we speak about these issues because we're truthful. And that's what I will continue to do. That's how I will continue to approach it. So whether you like it or not, that's up to you. But in so stating, we will continue to point out the contradictions. And I think if I've earned the respect of one person who see the courage in what we're doing, that's all that matters. If you respect that at your business, either way, it doesn't change, but it doesn't define what I stand for. Because I know what's inside of me. Yes, I know what's inside of me. You understand me? So, people, let me just brush off here a little bit, and we'll continue to actually do what I can do to bring some sort of light to the issue. But I just wanted to share this, people, so you all can know. And maybe what I stand for will encourage be courageous enough to inspire people who have been down that route. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. Don't allow stupid people to take advantage of you. I will say this. Again, don't allow stupid people to take advantage of you, especially people who you can be more productive than. No, don't do that. Don't allow people to walk over you. It's not going to happen. So again, this is a message to the CPP. Do what's right, and I will continue to flag it. I am not a pushover. I'm not the fool. I'm not somebody you play games with. And trust me, I have the tools and the resources to be effective in doing what I need to do. But in the end, I said what I said, and I will continue to say what I say. We cannot continue to do this. Can't keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Absolutely. And I know in the hearts of some of you, you know it's right. You've taken a stance on this issue before. But we have to be truthful. We have to be honest. We have to continue to fight for Liberia, not based upon a partial objective, right? But it has to be a full objective wherein we see no party lines, no conglomerates. This is all about the truth. That's where I stop. And that's why we continue to speak. So if it pain you, if it pisses you off, that's your business. This is not even close to what I'm capable of. But I just want to say this. I am not going to be a stooge or be a conduit for disrespect, especially by people who think that it is okay to sit there and be rude to other people and allow them to operate. Trust me, we can go to the extent of being very disruptive if we want to. And I have to stop my fault, please. We have to. So thank you very much. Let me get other people the chance to get on the show and stuff. But I would definitely be hopefully on the closing argument, unless there's a need for me to focus on talking about the issues. But I just wanted to say something to certain people because I can even go and be more descriptive if I want to. I'll be cautious in sending this message just as we want it. And if some of you, let me say it to some of you on social media, all day you have respect for me, and I totally I got respect for you. Don't blame me. Hold your people accountable. The question you should be asking, what's went wrong? Because if you don't speak, you don't take them to task, you don't hold them accountable, this practice, this behavior will continue to show itself, and this is wrong. If they can do it to me, if they can do it to me, just imagine who else it would be done to. This is the message that I'm sending. This is very strategic. It's intentional. I want to tell you, if somebody like me, if this can happen to me, if this kind of disrespect, this kind of attack on my life can happen to somebody like me, and people think that nothing should be done, they think about you. And all of us can put an end to this right now by standing up. So what you need to do is to hold them accountable, is to reach out to them, put them under pressure, tell them that it is wrong, that needs to be action. The CPP cannot continue to be a conduit for disaster, cannot be a space for criminals and thugs to operate as if there are no rules. And some of you, the burdens upon you. You need to speak about these things. You need to hold them accountable. You need to put pressure on them because if you're not doing that, then you are part of the problem. And I think that's not the message you want to send. This is why I'm upset. This is why we continue to speak. Because at the end of the day, it is just not about me. It is about what we want to be. And if we have to be what we want to be, all of us need to stand up and stand for the truth. So this is my call to you and all of you to continue to see the objectivity in this, that we need to hold people accountable for their actions. We cannot continue to reward them as if that those kind of behaviors are behaviors are necessary. And if it means that I will have to physically take action in terms of holding people accountable, I will do that. And by physically holding people accountable, meaning if I have to protest it, we'll have to do that. But we'll hold people accountable and we'll make sure that enough is enough. So I'll say this again. I will be back on, like I stated. Don't tempt me because next time when I come, this message will go to 500%, will go to 1,000%. I'm capable of doing that. We'll continue to hold people accountable. Y'all have a good day. See you later tonight on the closing argument.
Q Beats, let's go.
I'm at the point in life, if you understand me or not, misunderstand me or not, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. And if you think I'm wrong or not, long as it's what I want, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. 'Cause who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? I did love my life, get my peace of mind, I did try survive. We all be sinners, my party, nobody holy bad. And my happiness comes first, I never come life to stress, yeah. Nah, I be like Terminator, I the believer, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I the believer, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I the deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I the deliver, I pass the doctor. Yeah. I know they care for stunting, I only care for money. I never care for perfect, as long as I'm happy. See me, I know for shouting, know me. Young boy, but I know G. 6 years, no be small thing. And since I entered the game, fatality. Yeah. The troubled days, sleepless nights, things I see, inside life. I dey carry Charlie, the things I see. Don't they live to impress nobody. They doubt my thing, them forget. So only pan me. Oh no, oh no. 'Cause who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? I did love my life, get my peace of mind, I did try survive. We all be sinners, my party, nobody holy bad. And my happiness comes first, never come life to stress, yeah. I be like Terminator, I did deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I did deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I the deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I the deliver, I pass the doctor. I know for sure they know me. Skin promise, yeah. From the top,
The Almighty Street Beats.
Termino con lo nuestro de una vez.
Cupids, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm at the point in life, if you understand me or not, misunderstand me or not. Wrong or not, long as it's what I want me, I'm okay. I'm okay. Cause who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? I dey love my life, get my peace of mind, I dey try survive. We all be sinners, my party, nobody holy bad. And my happiness comes first, I never come left to stress, yeah. I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. I know they care for stunting, I only care for money. I never care for perfect, as long as I'm happy. See me, I know for something, know me. Young boy, but I know G. 6 years, no be small thing. And since I entered the game, fatality. See all the troubled days, sleepless